Thanks for staying with us here on STLTV Live. I'm Arika Parr, back with John Janulis from SLU Civil Rights Pilgrimage. So tell us all about where you're taking these 20 students. They're lucky too.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are leaving on Friday, March 6th.
Spring break.
Spring break, and we are going to Memphis, Tennessee. So we're going to be visiting the National Civil Rights Museum, which is at the Lorraine Motel.
Yes, I've been there. It's very... I just can't imagine, because you only see it in pictures, and then when you go there, it's like a whole nother. I know it's just it's not awesome. I don't know what word to use.
It's like solemn, but also very inspirational.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is.
So we'll be traveling to Memphis. From there, we're going to be going to Atlanta and doing the King Historic Site.
Yes.
And then from Atlanta, we'll be going to Birmingham and doing the 16th Street Baptist Church.
Okay.
Across the street from that is the Kelly Ingram Park, which was famous. Bull Connor was the person that kind of released the dogs and the fire hoses. That's where that happened. And then across the street is the Civil Rights Institute. From there, we will be going to Montgomery and Selma. In Montgomery, we're going to be visiting the Southern Poverty Law Center, Rosa Parks Museum.
Wow.
And then in Selma, we're going to be doing a National Voting Rights Museum. We will be doing an interactive slavery museum.
Wow.
And then crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge, which is pretty great. And then we're going to be going to Jackson, Mississippi, going to the Council of Federated Organizations, which was famous for Freedom Summer and helped kind of pull a lot of the organizations together that were doing civil rights work. Medgar Evers Home, Jackson State University, up to Tougaloo College after that, and then over to Little Rock, Central High School, and then back home to St. Louis.
So tell me about these students that are going. Is it a diverse group? Are they mostly minorities?
Yeah, it's a pretty diverse group of people. You know, in my experience, we always have a good diverse group of people, just because it's people that are going to be spending their spring break going to museums and talking about social justice. It's not the people that are interested in partying and, you know, really, you know, kind of getting wild. It's people who want to make a difference and change. And
learn more. We talked about historicizing history, right? Yep. And it's most important these days because everything, of course, like Ferguson. And you told me an interesting story about some students in Marquette. You guys had an event, one of your old jobs.
Yeah, so when I was at Marquette University, I think a lot of times I interacted with students who felt like their identities of either being a person of color or a first-generation student or being a student who's multiracial was not what was seen on campus. And it was, you know, they felt that when they had to wait for the bus, they had to wear Marquette clothing so that the bus would pick them up. Or they had trouble getting into the residence hall because people didn't think that they belonged on campus because they were a person of color. Or they get followed around in stores. And I think those realities are still present with our students at SLU, right? We have a great Jesuit mission to be in an urban institution, an urban setting, so that we can connect with the community and that we can show our love and solidarity for one another. So I think the trip works well because of our mission here, but I think that we still have students that navigate campus that are not seen for their accomplishments. They're seen by the color of their skin or their legitimacies, you know, questioned. Students
or no students. I mean, that's kind of the life that we live. And you also told me an interesting story, because I can relate to this, so I can believe that this is so, that some students of yours, when asked to do a poster of Black history, who did they choose? Yeah,
so I think a lot of times when you ask people who were the people that were famous in either Pan-African history or African-American history, and they kind of go to the same people, right? They go to Obama, or they go to Oprah, or they go to MLK, or they go to, you know, they have you know, challenges coming up with people that were instrumental in the movement, because we haven't given those people credit.
Exactly, and they haven't been opened up to all these people who have made a difference. So I love what you all are doing over at SLU. I'm so excited for the Black History Pilgrimage and all and the tour. And so people want to get in contact with you, and the community wants to help your mission. How could they do that?
Yeah, so they can go to our Housing Residence Life website. I've got my email and my phone up there. Yeah, feel free to call me or contact me. I'm always looking for ways to bring the community in to help share these different perspectives and experiences with our students.
Perfect. So you're a St. Louis transplant. I promise to hook you up with people.
Perfect.
That's what St. Louis is all about. When we return on STLTV Live, we'll chat with Lindsay Van Quaethem from downtown STL. We'll be right back after this break.